Welcome back to another video featuring the Mk5 20 valve turbo. It's Good Friday. It's not that good a Friday because normally I'd be at Santa Pod Raceway with everyone else, but the weather is a little bit shocking, and of course our car isn't ready. So I'm currently on a bay in the truck doing some work, getting double time. You know, makes sense. Earn some money. We've got to get this car ready in the next 3 or 4 weeks, and progress is really moving on. In the last video, you saw us drop in the Mk5 Golf at Mrs. Brown's boys' unit, aka Ross and Lee. They've got a list of jobs to get on with on the car. It's mostly fabrication stuff that I can't do, and obviously making use of their workshop. While we're there, we're going to continue on getting some more of the jobs done. So I suppose on to the videos. Right, so job number 1 on the front, you can see front bumper off, and we've got that 16-volt battery placed just behind the bumper. Lee's working out how he wants it and where he wants it. I'm working away in the back of the car doing the boring jobs, scraping off, sound deadening, and I have no idea what this is stuck on the ceiling that VW used because it ain't coming off. Right, continuing on with the sound deadening scraping. It really does start to weigh up. As you can see, the discoloration from the white, you can see where I've taken any sound deadening away. That stuff on the roof, again, it's just not coming off. Now, Mk5s are known for rotting on the seals. Well, I found a reason why. I found a bag of sand. Unfortunately not a real bag of sand, but sand down here in the side bit, in the sills. You can see why they rot from the inside out. This is ridiculous. I wonder if this is on all Mk5 Golfs. So back on the front, Lee's been working away at the cradle that will hold the 16-volt battery in place, and of course, look at him smiling away. And Ross has been busy fitting our Magnus clutch slipper valve. Hopefully that is going to help me not break any CV joints or drive shafts. Next job up on the car is going to be removing the dash. What's left of the dash that's in the car. But I figure 1, maybe 2 kilos can come out of this car. And thank you very much to Ben Mace, who knocked up this Fuel Tech mount, which Lee will basically weld onto the steering column. It'll have the Fuel Tech in exactly the same place. I can see it directly through my steering wheel. Now onto the back, you can see we've removed the VW badge and basically the puller that opened the tailgate. Well, this left a big old hole, but luckily Ross found a nice little badge in the workshop that is absolutely perfect. Look at it, even got carbon fibre on it. Going to clean that up, glue that on. So back into the passenger footwell, you can see more sound deadening on the floor. Oh yes, glue gun out. Heater gun out, let's get scraping. Lee's working away in the back of the car now. He's working on the template to fit over what would have been the spare wheel well. Basically just going to replace that with a bit of aluminium. Okay then, so back into the car. We're taking out the dashboard, which is actually only held in by 1 or 2 bolts. Undo that. And out she comes, nice and easy, just revealing that lovely bit of aluminium that holds the steering column in. Maybe at some point we'll get all that removed and just tie in the column on a much easier basis, but for the moment that will stay. And then of course that little mount that Ben has made for us will hold the Fuel Tech and the Nano Pro. Okay then, so that's all the sticky stuff, all the sound deadening off the doors, off the driver's floor, anywhere that I can find it, in the passenger footwell, all around the car. Right, as if by magic of the video, Lee has cut out the aluminium panel. He's fitting a little brace at the back. Let's get this panel fitted. Okay then, that's the back panel in. It just needs a lick of paint this weekend and I think that'll be all good. Quite a bit of weight saving really. If you look at this bag, that is all the sound deadening that has come out of the Golf. Let's be honest, it's more weight than I've actually lost. So 10-0 to the car. Right, so Easter weekend is approaching. We've got a busy time on the car. We're going to get this all buttoned up. In the next video, I'm going to show you why we have changed from the conventional cut-off switch for the battery to this Cartec solid-state electronic battery isolator kit. It's a lot more expensive, but it saves us more weight and a couple of other good reasons. But I'll show you that in the next video. Again, like, subscribe, comment. Thank you very much for joining us on this little journey of building the Don, the 20 valve turbo Mk5 Golf. See you on the next video. 13's before. He's got a set of slicks on the front, I think, now as well. Now, of course, the BMW drives around him by mid-track. They're going to go through with a 1085. To a 1442, 103 miles an hour. 148 60 foot, 121 at the 8th, and the blue wave goes 937, 153 miles an hour. 104 at the 8th mile for the Civic and goes through with a 1091 100. Aaron's out in front. He goes through with a 1404 and 104 miles an hour. That's 60 foot at the 8th mile doing 112, and Darren opens his account with a 1019 at 145 miles an hour.